Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about drug and alcohol dependency. If you're new to my channel, thanks for dropping by. My name's Tony and I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. Now, drug and alcohol addiction is a massive subject, much too big for me to cover in one video, so I'm going to be breaking it down into a series to explain to the best of my knowledge what is addiction, how to tell if you've got a problem, how to arrest it initially, and how to stay clean once you get on the path. Okay, so for those of you that don't know me, you may be thinking, why does this man think he's qualified to speak on this subject with any authority? And that's a fair question. After all, I'm just a working class council trash boy, and I've got no formal qualifications. I never went to college or university. I've got no degrees. I've got no GCSEs, and I left school at 15, and I work as a lowly traffic management operative. So please allow me to explain. At 11 years old, I went to watch Grease at the cinema, and I thought John Travolta was really cool, and I started smoking cigarettes. I wonder if I can sue. At 13, I began glue sniffing. At 14, I started drinking in pubs. At 15, I left school. I got a job working in a men's clothing shop, 25% discount. My life revolved around pubbing and clubbing. By the time I was 20, I was smoking hash, I was bombing speed, I was popping ecstasy pills, and I was taking acid. This continued throughout my 20s and into my 30s, where I dabbled with heroin and ketamine, and in my mid-30s I discovered cocaine, the devil's dandruff. After that, for roughly 15 years, I've just bounced about on my arse as a hopeless addict. Cocaine addiction destroyed everything. It destroyed my relationships, my friendships, my family bonds, my work ethic. I found myself homeless on several occasions. I've attempted suicide, I've spent time in prison, I've even been in a mental institution, and my life was an absolute misery. Although personally I worked most of the time, I was getting nowhere. I was working double shifts just to fund my bad habits. I was a pub drunk. Even my children, who I love so dearly, they turned their back on me. I was a joke. The feeling of hopelessness and despair just compounded the problem, and I was on a downward spiral. From the outside looking in, I was a lovable rogue. I was always up for a laugh, always up for a lock-in. From the inside looking out, I was a broken man. Now, if you can't relate to any of this, then good for you. You missed out on nothing, and you probably created a life for yourself, a life worth living. And for those of you that can relate, well done, you've made it this far. And if you're over 40, chances are that you know someone, friends, family members maybe, who bailed out early. So you're still here, and there's stuff that you can do about it, and I'm here to help. So for those of you who are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, I want you to consider these 5 aspects of your life. Now, think about them and answer honestly, because if you answer yes to any of them, chances are you've got a problem. Here we go. So number 1 is your home life. This can be your relationships with your wife, your husband, your partner, your children, your parents, your housemates, whoever. Are your relationships adversely affected by your behaviour? Are you absent physically or mentally? Do you argue a lot over drug-related or alcohol-related issues? Do you tell lies? Are you behind with your bills? Number 2 is your work life. I mean, can you even hold down a job? How's your work life working out for you? Are you performing to the best of your ability? Do you take time off and have to make up bullshit excuses? Are you concerned about random drugs and alcohol tests at work? Number 3 is financial life. How's your bank balance? Do you have bouncing direct debits? Are you behind with your rent, behind with your mortgage? Do you owe your dealer money, or do you loom large on his tick list? Maybe you have to lie to your partner as to where the money's going. Number 4 is your physical health. Do you suffer from cramp, lethargy? Is everything at work a pain in the arse? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you look pale and gaunt? Do you have a permanent cold and runny nose? How's your appetite? How's your circulation? How's your erections? And number 5 is possibly the most serious issue of them all, mental health. Are you at peace with yourself and the world? Are you quick to anger? Are you irrational? How do you handle pressure? How's your libido? And how do you sleep at night? Okay, lovely people, there is some food for thought. Sit down and have a think. Are drugs and alcohol stopping you from being the person that you aspire to be? Have you found yourself getting lost in the chaos and the fog? Do you long to be free from the shackles of drug and alcohol, but you feel hopeless? If you do, you've come to the right place, because I might be able to help you. You're not a bad person, you're just ill. In fact, I would call you a glorious misfit. Will you always be an addict? I don't know. Can you arrest the situation and begin to get your life back on track? Absolutely yes. Honestly, it's like playing a country and western song backwards. You get your house back, you get your girl back, you get your life back, you get your job back. So join me in my next video and I'm going to help you get your life back on track again, just like I did. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment in the section down below and consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification just so you don't miss any more of this content. And for now, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.